like, subscribe, and leave a comment. So here's your review of WWE Raw week commencing the 20th of November. As you can see, I'm in a tank top. I just finished working out, so I felt too hot to put something on. So hopefully you don't mind me wearing a tank top. So anyway, so it starts with Drew McIntyre basically coming out. So Drew McIntyre, he gets actually booed by the fans. I think it's about the time they started booing him. I think this is good for Drew. He needs to change his character up. He says he hasn't lied to anybody about his behavior, hasn't lied to anybody about what he's going to do. He said to everybody previously he's going to do what Drew wants to do, and he doesn't care what anybody thinks. He also talked about Jay. He talks about Jay took the moment from him. Obviously, Clash at the Castle when he fought Roman Reigns. That was in his backyard. His family was there, and Jay took the moment away from him. So that is why he did what he did to Jay last week. He also says, is he joining the Judgment Day? He's like, if you know Drew, you know what he's like. He said he's not joining the Judgment Day. And basically just calls out Jay. And Jay Uso comes out. And Jay Uso basically says, you want a war, you want a war. Let's go, basically. So they started brawling. Obviously, the Judgment Day come out just before Jay got into the ring. The whole team Cody comes out, and then Adam Pearce basically goes, no, stop, nothing's going to happen. And he says basically tonight there's going to be one match to decide who's going to have advantage going into War Games, and both sides need to pick who it is. And also Team Cody need an extra man, apparently. So then basically goes to the back. So Damien Priest tells Rhea that she should have told him about Drew joining the team, but we'll see what happens there. Then we go into our first match, which is Nia Jax versus Raquel in a great match, but in the end, Nia Jax gets the victory by squash. Then Drew is basically with Damon. So Drew said he wants to fight. Damon said he wants to fight, but then Drew goes, no, I want to fight tonight, and I want to be facing Jay. And then Damon goes, okay, Drew, you can go and do what you want. So then Team Cody, I'll just call it Team Cody because it seems like he's organising everything. They're discussing who's going to face Drew in the advantage match. And Seth originally said he wants to face Drew, which made sense to just beat him. But Jey Uso says, no, it has to be me. Yeet. And then they give it to him. Then we have Becky Lynch versus Zali in a great match. Go and watch it if you haven't seen it. But in the end, the man got the victory. Then it turned into a big war, basically, no pun intended, with both the teams at the War Games, female War Games, fighting each other. Then we have Kaiser pulling up on Vinci, basically saying they're going back and forth, and he's basically telling Vinci, you do what I tell you to do because Gunther said you're my priority. Then we had Kaiser, and Kaiser also says he's got a match, don't come out for it, Vinci. Then we have Kaiser versus Johnny Gargano in a great match. But in the end, Johnny Gargano wins, and Vinci actually came out, so it sort of cost Kaiser the match. And then we have Rhea Ripley and Zoe Starks going back and forth about their match at Survivor Series. I'm looking forward to that. Then we have a women's four-way tag team match to determine the number one contender for the women's tag team titles. And the winner was Tegan Nox and Natalya, so congratulations to them. Then we have basically Gunther telling off Vinci and Kaiser, telling them to sort it all out, but it sort of favours Vinci again and sort of leaves out Kaiser, so I can see some dissension coming and sooner down the line. Then we have the tag team division, the whole of the tag team division on Raw, basically saying to Adam Pearce, listen, you're giving these women the four-way tag team eliminator for the number one contendership. What are you giving to us? So Adam Pearce said he's going to look into it, and then he runs into Nick Aldridge from SmackDown, so we'll see what happens there. Then we have Gunther coming out, basically, and he fronts on Miz. Miz is there. He basically says to Miz he has no respect for him, and Miz is just an entertainer. The Miz says yes, he's an entertainer, but he's a successful entertainer and is inspired by previous legends in the game. And Gunther basically says he doesn't respect him and he's going to make him lose because he's a loser, basically. And then he started bullying Miz in the ring, and then Miz snaps and then attacks Gunther and basically takes him out. Then we have Seth in the back basically prep talking Jay, saying, are you ready for this? We need this win. You're going against Drew. Don't let us down. Then we had Shinsuke Nakamura versus Chad Gable in a great match, but in the end, Shinsuke got the victory. Also, Shinsuke is seen to be calling somebody out. I've seen some rumors online. It could be somebody, the best in the world, but I'm not sure. Then we have Drew basically telling Damien Priest he doesn't need any help, so stay in the back. Then he goes into the main event of the evening. This is Drew McIntyre versus Jey Uso for the man advantage at War Games. Really good match. Go and watch it. A really close match. I like to see these two are awesome wrestlers. In the end, it was won by Drew McIntyre. So the Judgment Day have the advantage going into War Games. Then there was a brawl after the match. And then what happened now? Cody Rhodes comes out after there's a brawl. He goes, yeah, we got our 5th man. He will be there at War Games. I thought it'd be Kevin Owens like probably everyone else did, but it wasn't Kevin Owens. He's alluding that it's going to be Randy Orton. Wow. Welcome back, Randy, if he's there. That would be awesome. So like, subscribe, and leave a comment.